Hi everyone, it's Sally from the Piggy Room here with an update on the piggies. Here's Kizzy. She's eating her vegetables, so I don't really want to disturb her, but if you saw my last video you'll know she had a big wound on her right cheek, which was thought to be an insect bite. Well, it's a week on since I took her to the vets and it's a lot better. I don't think I'm going to be able to see it from this angle. Anyway, she's scratched the scab off, but it's looking pink and healthy underneath. Just a little bit of scab left at the top, so hopefully her fur will start growing back now and that'll be the end of it. She has had another problem with loose droppings this last week. I don't know if it's I gave them too many watery vegetables because of the heat. I wanted to make sure they had plenty of fluid. The vet gave me a probiotic pellet to put in with her food, which she hasn't, I don't think, been eating. So I'm going to mash some of them up with some water and syringe feed her those in a minute or two. I've cut out the grass and the watery vegetables like cucumber and lettuce. So she's on kale. That was Phoebe, I don't know whether you heard her. She's on kale, tomato, and green and red peppers and carrot. I don't know if I need to stop any of those as well, maybe tomato. Hopefully that'll sort itself out in a few days anyway. I have been having problems with a couple of my other pigs. It's been a bit of a week actually. This Dylan, eating his vegetables, he's fine and he's not been having any problems. But these two, for some unknown reason, Poppy has decided to bully Minnie. A few times I've heard Minnie squealing really loudly, and I've come in here and she's been cowering flat on the floor with Poppy standing over her, chattering her teeth. Poppy has been biting her, and I don't know why she's doing it. Minnie couldn't be more submissive. She doesn't rumble strutter Poppy or anything, and she's quite happy with Poppy being boss pig, so I don't know why she suddenly got like this. It is Minnie's birthday tomorrow. She'll be a year old, and it was about when Kizzy got to a year old that Poppy started attacking her, and they had a huge fight and I had to split them up. So I don't know whether she just doesn't like adult female pigs. I don't know whether having Dylan is causing a problem. They're fighting over a male sort of thing, but I had Bandit beforehand, so I don't see why it should be that. But she is being really, really nasty. And Minnie is so scared that she just stays flat on the floor and she won't move for the next 20 minutes or so. And I know she's been bitten quite badly because she whimpers when you touch her back in one place. I've looked at it and I don't think she's got an abscess or anything, but she's obviously sore. I shut them apart overnight for a couple of nights, one up on the upper level and one downstairs, just because I didn't want them together when I couldn't come and protect Minnie if necessary. But then they'll be alright when I let them back in the morning, and they'll be alright most of the day, and then suddenly Poppy will have another go at her, and she's done it every single day the last week. So, is Phoebe? Alright Phoebe, Phoebe wants feeding. So the last 2 days I've split them up. Minnie is now up on the upper level. What I did, I don't know if you remember, the ramp was there between the step stools, so I removed that, put a grid in where the gap was and put some coroplast on top of it. I've actually left the tunnel there, even though there's no need for it now, there's not a gap underneath it, because Minnie just didn't like it. I think it was all strange for her, and she didn't like crossing that bit. She'd only go across if she was running. So I put that back, give her something familiar, and she's quite happy going through there now. So she's up here permanently, or at least for the time being. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to leave it for maybe like a week and then try them back together in neutral territory or something. I am rather nervous about doing it because Minnie was so scared of Poppy. She got to the stage before I split them up where if Poppy came near her she would just stop what she was doing and freeze waiting for Poppy to attack her. So I don't know. I really don't know whether to try it or not. I could put her in with these two, but these two do squabble a lot and they do nip each other. They don't seem to mind, they just sort out who's boss. It tends to be Kizzy. Look, they're at it now. They seem to be able to deal with it. So I don't know how Minnie would cope with it if she was bottom of the pecking order. I'm probably getting nipped by these two. I think she would get on okay with Piglet rather than Kizzy, because Kizzy tends to bite if just somebody comes near her vegetables or something. But it doesn't seem fair to split these two up when they've been together about 3/4 of a year now. Alternatively, I would really have liked to have put her in with Mr. Dylan down there. They are both very gentle, sweet little pigs who don't nip, and I think they would have got on really well together. But I can't castrate Dylan, and it's such a big operation to put a female through when it's not for medical reasons. I just don't think I can do it. So that's the only thing I can say is definitely not an option. I'm not that happy with Minnie just being upstairs. Dylan is going through his tunnel and he squeals with delight every time he goes through it. And he always makes me laugh when he does it. Anyway, Poppy's in a 5x2. I think if I leave them like this permanently, I'll move these grids, one grid over to the left, so Poppy has a 4x2, and then Dylan would also have a 4x2. At the moment he's in a 3x2, which isn't ideal. I don't like having them in such a small cage. It was only intended to be temporary until he was castrated and could go in with the girls, but that's not happened, so if I could give him a 4x2 that would be good. But Minnie is stuck in this one grid wide top bit. It's 2, 3, 4, it's about 8.5 grids long, which is plenty long enough, but I would really like it 2 grids wide. I mean, she can run up and down, but it just doesn't feel right having her in such a small area. But if I leave her on her own, I don't know what else I can do. I could give her a bit longer area by taking some of the girls that side away, but that's really not solving the problem of making it wider for her, and I don't have anywhere else to put another cage, not a permanent one anyway, so I don't know what to do. If I did put her in with these two, I would rather make their cage a bit bigger so they would be less likely to fight. But again, that's going to cause problems because I don't know how I would make it bigger without making Dylan's area small enough, and that doesn't seem smaller rather, and that doesn't seem fair on him. So I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. If you've got any suggestions, I would be very grateful for them. If you could put them in the comment box below. I don't know what to do. Should I put her back with Poppy? Should I leave her on her own? Try her with the other two girls? I don't know. They look so cute and furry, and then they can just turn into monsters, and I have no idea why. Anyway, that's all I have to tell you, I think. So thank you for watching.